Hello and welcome to the Black Mind Podcast. My name is Jeff.
Dead. Everyone but Kirby's dead. What the fuck was that trailer? What happened? Huh? What the? Dude! Link shot beat off too, and we're like, we have hope. The characters can fight it. And then just, everyone but Kirby. Gone! In an instant! What? Oh my god. And the fact that the theme song has music? What?
Fucking, there's an explanation to that, because it's kind of... where I saw this video from? I forget where, but the explanation is that...
Listener, I want you to listen to me like right now, and I just want to state my honest opinion. Allan, I understand why you did that, but why did you do that?
Because the show... Because we need to spaz up the show, bro.
Actually, legit, what was that trailer? Because holy fuck, that went from like 0 to 90 in like 3 seconds flat. Because we're all like, oh yeah, look at all those hands, that's cool. Oh yeah, this is gonna take down 10 each. And I'm just like, man, this seems like a over the top build up trailer for Smash. This seems kind of boring. And then energy beams and everyone just gets vaporized, and I'm just like, even I'm like, what the fuck's just happening? I don't play this game, and even I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So, Allan, I don't want to sound mean by saying this, but I am going to sound mean by saying this. Things happen, and I didn't watch the full thing because I didn't really care that much about the newest character. Because I was 100% certain that they were going to put Isaac in the game, or he was going to come on, and everyone was going to be happy.
And then Piranha Plant got announced.
Piranha Plant.
He's the first DLC character.
Yeah.
He's not part of the fighter pack. The fighter pack though. So there's 5 characters that are coming in a pack as DLC. That's called the fighter pack, and like they've straight up confirmed that no, this is not part of the fighter. So yeah, we still have a chance for certain things, but I still get a bit of a giggle out of it because like, fuck man, I saw that Piranha Plant got put in the game, and I was like, but my bro, where's Waluigi? What the fuck, guys?
I sure hope he never gets in at all.
Yeah. What's going to happen is Sakurai's going to die, and then you're going to be like, huh. Like, Sakurai's dead. And, yeah. Then Waluigi's going to get in.
I mean, for that, was it the last bit with everyone dying, and the only reason why Kirby was left surviving, because, again, this is Sakurai's game, and the first thing he ever made was Kirby, and also this game's supposed to be a reflection of him and his childlike ambitions, and also him growing up. So it makes sense that he's going to be this god character for starting out this game.
Yep.
It's all points to him.
Yep. No, actually, the best thing is, like, when I was watching the story trailer, which is what I'm talking about, was like, the fuck just happened? I will say, I love how beautifully animated it is, and how, like, just, like, over-the-top gorgeous it is. Because, again, we hear the theme come on, and we're like, oh, it's the theme. And then they're singing it, and we're like, what? What is this heresy?
Yeah.
What have you done to us?
Funny thing is that if you go to the website and you check out what was it? the lyrics are hidden on the banner. If you click the star,
Yeah.
you can see the full lyrics pop out.
Yeah.
So if you want to belt them all out in English, totally can. I kind of want to belt them out in English.
I mean, the only thing that I'm excited about in this Smash game is that they're actually making a campaign, and it will probably be great, and I don't care.
They've made 2 campaigns before.
Yeah.
They made one for... the last one was...
For Smash 4, there was no campaign.
Yes, there was.
It was like classic. It was an approved classic campaign.
Was there? Oh, I thought there was. No, there was, because Sonic was the final character you got in the campaign because of it.
No, you're thinking of Brawl. I think.
Brawl?
You're thinking of Brawl. But everyone's excited about Smash Ultimate, and Josh is gonna get a Switch, and
finally.
Yeah.
There's a story mode in Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
Oh, yeah, that's what I said. There was another Smash Bros. In between Super Smash Bros. Brawl and Ultimate.
Okay, I'm actually gonna quickly.
I have to look this up.
Yeah, no, because like that's the thing is like that's why Smash Bros. The game for the Wii U does not have a story mode. It's not because of time crunch or lack of manpower. Sakurai was upset that people were uploading reward-based cutscenes on the internet, and his solution was to cut the story mode from the entire. Okay, that explains that. Because I'm thinking back to like when it was, as you said, Stardust, Slipspace Messenger, whatever the story was.
Slipspace Emercy, which is like fucking insane.
Yeah, I actually really I really actually enjoyed that game.
It's okay. Yep. I'm not going to sit there and decline you. I'm not going to sit there and be like, it sucks. Why do you like this? I'm an asshole.
You know, I think I'm probably the only person in this room who never fully played the Smash Bros. Because all I had was a PlayStation growing up. Although the times I did play it, they were fun, but oh god, I couldn't even I couldn't even figure out what the hell was going on.
Josh, all you have to know is that when you fall away, you don't hear me say, "Please, oh baby." I'm just like this. I'm just disappointed that they're not going to put a. Where's my awesome weeaboo girl?
Which?
Where's my awesome weeaboo girl?
Weeaboo.
Yeah.
Which one's that?
I don't know.
Okay, sure. Although the one thing I want to mention is that the internet, like the internet loves to do, is add some not lewds but risque things to everything. And for Smash Bros, it's hey, these spirits, they get destroyed by the beams, and they go to the spirit world. But you can have these spirits buff up your main character in this adventure mode. I'm like, oh, that's cool. But people are shoving like the dog spirit in Samus, and the Samus is acting like the dog, and it's just a little more suggestive than you think should be. And also adding Shantae spirit to Samus.
There's a bunch of characters that you're like, these are in the game. These are in the game, and you're like, I'm not even upset about it. Good example, as you said, Shantae.
Yeah, Shantae is in there.
The half genie hero is in the game. You're like, that's actually pretty fun.
You know what else is in the game? Fucking was it Shutter? That freaking camera obscura bullshit.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think it's Shutter.
Yeah, is it Shutter? Okay, so like, I'm surprised that even got in. Like, that's amazing, and it's a trophy, so that's pretty awesome too.
There's also Merman from Zelda Wind Waker. What else was there? Like, there's a bunch of things that when they that trailer was going on, people were like paying attention to. Like, we saw Shantae. That was the big one that got a lot of people very surprised. They were like, "That's a thing," because Shantae isn't on the game on that system. I think it's on. only been on the DS system, and even then, it's been kind of like a cult classic. What other characters did you see? There's another one that I was like actually surprised to see when I watched the song in the background. But like that's the thing is like, oh, like this game is gonna be like really, really big. I'm not even upset with like Piranha Plant being a character. Oh, also, Incineroar and Ken are in the game from launch, and I'm just like, I watched the announcement trailer for both those characters being announced. It starts off with Ken boxing with Little Mac, and it's just like, dude, this is great. This is exactly how I see these kind of fights actually playing out.
Exactly. Freaking Ken as an Echo Fighter makes sense.
Is he an Echo Fighter? I thought he wasn't. But
he's an Echo Fighter with some like differences. So
So he's a
if anything, he's a partial Echo, but he's still like if you're gonna select him.
I know he does share moves with
Ken or Ryu. Yeah, because
I do know that he does have his own moveset because
he totally does. I'm pretty sure he still has his own movesets, and actually he does have his flame uppercut, and he still does his what's this called? Shuriken? No, the tornado kick into freaking raising the dude off the ground and just destroying the character.
So he does have his own moveset then, because like well, he still has the same grabs as Ryu and stuff like that because they're similar characters. But he does have his own like special moveset. So.
Exactly. So it's gonna be pretty interesting for like how they go about with Echo Fighters, how they go about with adding more characters to it, because it's 75 at this point with the plant.
Isn't it 71 with the plant? That's not even. It's 69 and 60. I think it's only 70 characters in the game right now. 76 with Piranha Plant and the 5 characters coming in the fighter pack. I actually do want to check this though. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
It could. Yeah, I forget how many, but I want to say it's 75 with Piranha. But
I'm trying to find the stupid spirits, and it's very hard, and oh god.
Yeah, good luck noticing that out. You have to go like frame by frame.
This is not worth it.
With Piranha Plant, it's 70. It's 70. We know that we're getting a fighter character DLC pack, which will, I think, bump us up to 75 least. But yeah, no, the last characters we got were Incineroar and Ken.
Although the one thing I was sad about is they brought in Virtual Fighter Akira. No, is his name Akira? The main character from Virtual Fighter. I think it's Akira. But anyway, he's an assist trophy in that game, and he's just his PlayStation 1 low poly model, which is super good. It's like this fucking low poly guy just destroying the shit out of people with freaking kick-ass karate moves. Like, I'm kind of sad he's not a character, but at the same time, it's like, well, he got referenced at least, so that's pretty sweet.
Huh. Yeah. Anyway. We should stop talking about happiness and joy. We should start talking about misery and despair.
Oh, what happened this week?
BlizzCon.
Okay.
BlizzCon happened.
BlizzCon
Alan.
I'm actually excited about BlizzCon because they announced Warcraft 3 remastering, and I'm like, yes, take my money.
Okay, so like as somebody,
but it'll do.
But so basically, Warcraft 3 is a game that I never owned.
And now you
never felt. And now I can play it, and it's going to be great. I'm going to be so happy. And aren't you going to be happy, Alan? Yeah. Of course you are going to be happy. It's Warcraft 4.
Warcraft 3.
Yeah, Warcraft 3. There's a new World of Warcraft expansion and cinematic, and World of Warcraft Classic is coming out in summer. Destiny's free on PC. Everyone should get it for free on PC because Destiny. There's a new hero that's not from a current Blizzard expansion.
For Overwatch?
No, for Heroes.
Heroes of the Storm?
Yeah, and then I saved the two big ones for the last. I think that Warcraft Reforged though looks pretty good. Everyone else, I think, looks
I'm
like
stupid excited for that. Who's the new character for Heroes of the Storm?
some girl. I can't remember her name, but she's
Ash?
like the. No, she's like the heir to the Raven throne,
Oh, I know who that is. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue.
right?
Okay, I actually need to look this up. Heir to the Raven throne. I actually want to look that up. Orphea.
Hmm. Okay, maybe I forgot.
Heir to the Raven court. It's not the Raven throne. That's why.
Okay.
But that's the thing is, what actually the thing is I've already seen the trailers for what happens in Warcraft, the Lost Honor cinematic, which is fucking gorgeous. Oh my god, they just keep getting better and better with their cinematics. It's just like Blizzard, just get your cinematic studio and let them make a movie, and just let them go. Just let them do the thing because that's what they want to do. That's clearly what they want to do.
I haven't watched that one yet. I'm pretty sure I know what it is going to be. But let's talk about. So, the Heroes of the Storm has a. Hearthstone has a new expansion, which nobody cares about. And if you care about it, it's about trolls and their gods.
Yeah,
and
I can believe that because that's been a really big thing with Warcraft currently too. Is because Battle of Azeroth is introduced to Zandalar, where like all the gods kind of like resided and stuff like that in the Zandalar Empire, and you get to meet a bunch of them. And it's actually really, really cool. But at the same time, I'm not all that surprised the fact that it's putting them in as a thing for their what's it called?
A game on PC.
Game.
Yeah. Hearthstone. Hearthstorm. No, Hearthstone. There we go.
Yeah. We got a new hero called Ash for Overwatch.
I actually like the look of her.
I think so. This is something I heard, a criticism I heard today. Actually, there's been a few criticisms I've heard today, but the main one has been that she's just Widowmaker with white hair mixed with McCree.
And that's fine.
I don't think that's how she is.
I think that they took the body style and then just worked with it, and I think that she doesn't look like a straight ripoff of like Widowmaker.
No, I don't. That's the reason why I don't get where the idea of like she's Widowmaker with white hair mixed with McCree. I'm like I don't see that.
But if you sat there and said to me point blank that she was a skin for Widowmaker, I would believe you.
I could believe that statement. That's the thing I could say. But the thing is also what makes it even funnier is she's introduced in the little short, which introduces the next character in the game too. The next hero, Iris.
Yeah.
I don't like the look of her. She looks boring.
She looks like somebody the Symmetra made. And in my personal opinion, and this is like my personal opinion, I'm more excited for her than anyone else.
I don't like the look of her.
She looks like trash because they gave her a stupid face. But like, man, I'm more excited for her because she doesn't look.
The thing is, though, is like for me with Ash, and it's a really big thing for me because I hope she kind of falls into not a support class, but into like an offense class.
What she is?
Is she good?
Yeah.
Because like all the range, all the like attack classes or these offense class characters, besides Soldier, are all short range characters.
Hanzo isn't.
All of them. Hanzo is not an offense character. He's a support.
Oh,
class.
right.
Remember that.
Oh, right, because they changed everything. So you want to know what Overwatch did in their infinite wisdom, Allan?
What?
So they merged defense and attack together.
Because they're both one and the same, practically.
Yeah.
I actually don't find that a problem, actually.
No, it's not a problem.
Because
It's
really,
like
because
it's
half the time when I ever play, like, oh, you need a defense character, and I'm like, dude, I'm Junkrat. We're good. Like that's all. That's both attack and defense.
It's
Just
great.
play them
I-
properly.
I think that now going into the actual character itself, I don't really care about it.
Actually, the thing is, though, I watched some of her gameplay style.
Mm-hmm.
She has a bomb
Mm-hmm.
that goes through shields.
Yep. Okay.
She has quick snaps her like focus onto the nearest enemy character. She can. What was the thing? She can bounce you backwards with one
Yeah,
of her.
she has a shotgun.
She has a shotgun blast, which is a kickback, or not a kickback, a blowback, and her ultimate is Bob.
Yeah.
And that is actually the thing that I'm so excited about her, because I'm like, well, what does Bob do? Is Bob just like a thing that you just summon to the field and he just does brawling damage and then dies? Because if that's a thing, oh, that's so cool. I love it.
I was gonna say, like, if I kind of hope Bob is kind of maybe semi-controllable, although that would probably kind of defeat the purpose of that character, because it seems like it's gonna be a summon. He does his thing and then maybe leave.
By the way, if you guys ever get the chance, go watch the short, because Jesus Christ, Bob is great. Bob says nothing in that short, except you get all the expression from him, like shifting his hat forward into like an intimidating pose, and you're like, "This is great." Oh, I love this character already. That's the thing is, like, I watched the short before I watched your gameplay trailer, and I immediately fell in love with her, because I was just like, "Oh my god, I wish she was a character." Because, geez, man, and whenever they put a character that they name in a short, sometimes they make him a character, because, like, not always, but, like, I'm so happy that immediately after that happened, they announced, "Oh yeah, Ash is a character," and then what's her name is the next character. I'm like, "Oh, that's cool," and then I'm like, "What about our jump jet cat? I know we got Hammond or Hammond, whatever his fucking
Wrecking Ball.
the fucking
Who nobody really the people who I.
people who
That
like
was
him,
the
people who like him are weird.
No, it was the thing that, like, when they announced it, I was like one of those people who was like, why? Why did you do this? Why did you make this? And their entire reasoning was like, well, we think it's a good idea. And it's like, no, it's not.
Stop.
Like, it looked.
I don't know.
You have Winston in it. Winston is fine.
Hammond or Wrecking Ball, sorry, would have been fun if they had introduced him as a, like, kind of like a, like, he's actually, like, he's not a bad character, like, for gameplay.
No, he's fine. He's fun.
I would have preferred it if he was like an evil genius hamster that he's supposed to be. But instead of it being this robot voice that fucking talks, it was the hamster. It was the hamster. I would have preferred that. That would have worked way better.
Right?
Yeah. Like,
right?
It would have worked 10 times better, because, like, suddenly this fucking rodent is talking. You're like, oh well, shit. Right.
Like, my big issue with Overwatch right now is they don't have enough maps. I might go back for Ashe and play a round or two, but the problem with Overwatch is that if I go back, like, there is no consistency between Overwatch when I stopped playing it and when my friends started playing it. There is no consistency.
Yeah.
There are two completely different games, and Blizzard needs to learn that, like, you can't constantly rework things. Like, when I stopped playing, the Hanzo rework was just announced.
But
And
that's the thing, is the Hanzo rework worked.
Yeah.
It made him a fun character to play. But you look at the other two reworks they've done, Symmetra and Mercy. Symmetra needed it, and it actually makes her a bit more playable. But she's not a support character. She's a what used to be
damage dealer.
She's not even a damage dealer. She's a utility character. That's not a problem. She's fun to play. She lets you go, oh, I need to get my teammates quickly to the front line. I'm going to set up a TP right here. Oh, we're defending a point, and I need to keep my teammates alive. I'm going to drop a shield. I can, if we're advancing, I'll throw up a shield I'll throw up one of those shields as I'm going forward, and I'll throw like the spheres on like the cart so like nobody can get close to it. And my beam stacks as I use it against enemies. It stacks for quite a bit of time. I think it stacks up to 8 times damage after 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And then, and she's a great character. But then you look at the Mercy rework, and oh god, I preferred Old Mercy. I still prefer Old Mercy.
I think that it was something where it was like when they did it, it was completely unnecessary.
Yeah.
But like
they wanted to stop Mercy players from sitting in the corner and just waiting.
Yeah.
And the way you do that is you don't rework her ult.
No.
Because she has mobility. She has 2 abilities. And the thing is, Mercy used to be an always pick because like you were always summoned. And the thing is like the new version, there's a lot of hate towards it because, I res a person every 30 seconds instead of it being like once or twice in a match where there are key reses and it makes team fights more dynamic because suddenly Mercy's a thing.
Yeah.
Because you start looking around like, where's the Mercy? Because that used to be the thing is because you sniped out the Mercy. That was the pick for the old game. Now, because of how she's got the res, she's still important, but she can't do group reses, so she's not like as big of a thing. So you pick off another thing, and then you go for a push, and all of a sudden Mercy's res that one guy after, and then 30 seconds later she can raise another person, and it's just like, what's the point of me actually trying to like team fight? It makes team fights like unimportant because the moment Mercy's on the field, you can't do anything.
Yeah, it's the fact that Mercy, like the thing I would have liked to see from the Mercy entire thing is that, and this is just my personal opinion and stuff like that, is all they really needed to do was increase her damage output.
They need to increase her damage output, but they did. But they needed to keep her ult the same. She still has her dash, which is okay. I'm fine with that. But the thing is they needed to make her more kind of like, because she has her dual stream, which is boost damage and heal. But they needed to make the boost damage a little bit more worth than what it was, because I think it was only 5%.
I also would have liked it if they had done something where like Symmetra, where it's like, because there are times where you don't actually need that ultimate, that res.
Yeah.
So you're just sitting on it, and you're just sitting on it, and you're just sitting on it. And it would have been.
But that's the thing is, you're going to use it strategically. You're not going to like waste it on like, I'm going to res 2 guys, because like,
and then you die, and then you're like, well, shit.
But you don't lose the res.
No. But it's like, it just makes me go like, okay, like I understand why they did this, but I would have preferred it if they had just said, gave her a second ult, because you did it for Symmetra. Then why didn't you do it for her?
And that's the thing is, she should have had that her group res as the ultimate ultra ult, or multi-stream as the other ult, which would have made her a bit more like maneuverable and stuff like that. And if you needed to give her a second ability, she's already got the dash. She's already got the 2 streak. I don't see why she needs
give her a jump
ability.
jack.
Don't give her.
She doesn't.
She doesn't need a jump jack. The only other ability I could think of is maybe a self heal.
Yeah.
Make her a bit harder to kill. But outside of that, I can't see anything else. And that's the thing is, that's the big reason why I kind of like stopped playing Mercies, because like I didn't like 30-second res. I used to. I love like being able to like flutter around like, I'm going to heal this person. I'm going to bounce over there to power up that guy's attacks and heal him. And I'm going to maneuver with my, I'm going to run up with my Reaper and heal him and then boost his damage as when he fucking ults. So it's just fucking death. I also hate the fact that they changed her story. That's another big thing. That's actually another big thing about like what fans don't like.
Is this going to be a rant where Allan goes on for 30 seconds and then we don't talk about the big important thing?
No, we're going to talk about it. It's only going to be like a couple seconds. So you remember how back in like the original launch, Reaper would make a comment in game towards Mercy, which was when Mercy made the comment of like, "What happened to you?" And then Reaper responded with, "You tell me, dog." And a lot of people interpret it as like, did Mercy cause Reaper? And then when Moira's announced, oh yes, no, all of Reaper's problems are caused by Moira. Like, okay, well, I guess Mercy is just a goody two shoe. And the good example is actually somebody actually brought this up because they were comparing the two main healers of Overwatch to TF2. They compared Mercy to the medic. The medic is this
and the engineer.
Nope, they only compared him to the medic. They don't. This is the thing. They don't count like, oh, this fact that the heavy can share his sandwich to heal someone, or that the engineer can drop a dispenser. They're like, those don't matter. The main healers, the ones who actually are dedicated, Mercy and they did comparison based on character, playstyle, and stuff like that. And they're like, the reason why people love Medic is because even though he's just a dedicated healer who actually has a res, who has long range like really cool like powers and stuff like that, Uber charger and stuff like that. He has a fun personality. He's that kid you'd see in high school who would be like about to start shit because he wanted to have a fucking laugh. He's that kid. Whereas Mercy is a goody two shoe, can't do anything wrong. And they even removed the fact that Mercy might have done something wrong with the fact of what happened to Reaper. Because now we know it was Moira who infused him with his like slow decay process. And we were kind of I was actually kind of hoping even if Moira is like the reason why he has the ability to go into shade and stuff like that. If they say no, Moira's the reason why he can do shade stuff, like where he can, of course, turn into a cloud of mist and I'm ghost. And then they turn around and go, no. When the bombings happened and Reyes was found on the ground, Mercy tried to res him. And through the effects of both her res and his nanites in his system of the Reaper, it started a continuous decay process. That's the thing. I would love that because suddenly Mercy isn't this goody two shoe. Suddenly she makes mistakes. Suddenly she's wrong about them. Good example is ranting now.
Okay, but like. Yeah, no, I see what you're coming from and stuff like that, where in her desperation she failed.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, like, they don't want to do that. They want to make her, like...
They want to make her perfect.
Yep.
They want to make her a Mary Sue, and I can see that. Kind of like how...
What are you going to say? Because I got a feeling this is either going to be, like, something I'm going to need to fucking bail out, or... Oh, man.
Kind of like how original Diablo is going on cell phones.
So, I don't know what's with devs anymore. I don't get it. Like,
It's simple. In fact, there's someone who posted this on the Diablo forum explaining the situation of, like, why devs in general are making such these boneheaded decisions in general.
But this isn't like... normal.
They want money. It seems like all they want is money, and that's understandable. But the reason why they all seem to be wanting money for no reason is because the salespeople are in control now. They all got raises. They all got successful. They all got up there. And you don't have anyone who's creative anymore there either. So it's like, who's in control? It's the salespeople. Guess what? They're going to make money and try to make money as hard as possible. So this is why this is happening.
It seems like to me that you were talking to Noah, weren't you?
No, actually. Because
Noah just said that.
You were wrong.
No, because like I was watching a bunch of YouTube videos just dissecting this, and I was like, wait, hold on. This one other video of frickin' Steve Jobs talking about the company. What was it? Fuck, I gotta find this stupid video, but basically it was Steve Jobs is talking about like, oh, this other company, it was so successful and it could have been like even bigger than Microsoft, but all they had was salespeople. That's all they had. It didn't have anyone who appreciated the product or even understood how the product worked or even had like people who were like trying to look out for the customer. They didn't have any of that. They don't give a shit. They just want to sell. So it's like, of course the company failed because that's all they care about is selling. It's like, duh. Like, that makes sense.
I mean, this is probably the most annoyed I've heard you in like a long time,
Like,
and that's
you can tell. You can clearly tell. And people hated this.
No,
It's like, you can't pull the wool over people. Like, you can't. So don't bother.
I like this is my personal opinion. Is like it's like, and it's very similar to yours. It's like why, just why, and like you nail it on the head like so perfectly because it's like, but it's like consistent retardation. It's not like a singular retardation. Like Siege recently had decided that it's going to remove all senses of gambling and all senses of sex in the sense for the Chinese market.
Now that gets to the point of like, they should have just like, made a separate server. They should have.
Right, and it's like you would have made more money this way.
Exactly.
And it's like I don't understand it. Like it definitely feels like something that like we're targeting this towards Asian markets and we're targeting this towards casual players. And it's like just don't stop.
Cease and desist your actions.
Yeah, and it's like no, like you're 100% correct. And it's like it's annoying. It's just annoying.
Exactly.
Because it's like I'm getting so sick and tired of just being dragged through the mud.
Yep.
And like it's like annoying to me because then like people feel the need to defend them and they're like, well, like, you know, you're just being entitled. And it's like, am I?
Yeah, exactly. It's like I don't think so.
Succeed, and they're not.
If anything, we're the people that should listen to, and they're like, "Oh, you're just entitled." It's like, what? No, because you probably make more money if you listen.
Like this is the same thing that like annoyed us to no end with Battlefield V. 5, whatever V.
Vagina.
V for vagina.
Yes.
Oh, Josh, good.
But like,
good
it's
choice,
like. It's like, no, none of us have a problem with female soldiers and stuff like that. We just want historical accuracy. Or you could just sit there and say, and I believe many people said this, is just say, oh, it's alternative history.
Yeah.
It's like
suddenly we stop caring and we're like, okay, now let's see if the gameplay is good. That's something we care about that. But the thing is, they went for, oh no, it's historically accurate. And we're watching this announcement trailer. That's the thing that pissed so many people off too. Is like before they showed the trailer, it was historical accuracy, historical authenticity to World War II. We're like, we're going back to World War II. Awesome. We're gonna see it in new high definition. We're gonna see if they can actually beat out what the Call of Duty bullshit was. Nope. Because then the trailer came out. Then they launched the trailer, and we were like, boys. What did you do?
What is it? What is this?
What is this bullshit?
Yeah.
I told you to hand in a report on the Star Wars. You gave me the report on the movie. I was talking about the satellite ship that's going around Earth. Oh, fuck.
It's just so annoying now because it's like I just can't fathom certain things that like they're doing, and it's like clearly I'm not the target.
No,
clearly,
no
and
gamer,
it's like
no gamer worth his salt is the target anymore.
No, and it's like so who's the target then? And it's like I feel like I have friends in school who are female who just got into gaming. Now I have to sit there and explain to them why the hell like everyone's so mad.
Yeah.
And it's very stupid and petty because it's like why are they mad? Well, because of this reason. Because they're mad because the game that they wanted to come out didn't come out and the dev decided to act like a shithead. Oh, so all devs act like that? Yeah.
Only the people who are so big they can't see.
It's like the same thing that like scares me about BioWare. Actually, no. Bioware has been pretty good lately.
Lately.
Like
Lately.
lately, like BioWare has sat there and said, like, we're focusing on gameplay, we're not focusing on story, and it's like, okay, why? Just cause, and it's like, okay, I can understand why, because it seems like that company's probably trying to do a massive shift, and like,
And that's the thing is like that's the thing about Bioware. Bioware's strength is storytelling, but at the same time, if their gameplay mechanics don't work, and that was the problem with what happened to
Mass Effect.
Mass Effect Andromeda, is the gameplay wasn't.
No, the gameplay was there.
No,
every
we say it was, but it wasn't.
it was so bad.
But that's the thing is like again like both game like again if the gameplay's not there, the game's not.
Mm-hmm.
So why would we play it?
Right, that's a good point.
Like I love me my Bioware. I really did. They are.
I think everyone does, and I think that
cherish joy because they gave me my first sexy.
They gave me sex,
and it was blue alien sex, so it was good alien. So it was a good sex scene.
No, I was gonna say I'm gonna want to reference some older video game that has the sex scene, but I'm sure there is one.
There is
but
one,
I can't.
And it's a rape. And if you want to make it even funnier, it's a rape scene. Colonel Custer.
Oh yeah, I mean no, but I'm saying like not Colonel Custard, something else.
If you can think of it, I won't disagree.
Pokemon breeding Gen 2? Damn it!
Oh, Josh, gotta stop looking at that Typhlosion like that, man. Man.
Hey, stop looking at that Memnite over there. God damn it, no, don't do it.
Anyway, we're bad.
What are you doing with that Dratini?
God damn it, stop.
But yeah, I just don't understand why everyone. I understand entirely why everyone's upset about Diablo.
Yeah, no, I can agree with that. I don't know what to say anymore about it. It's like,
well, like
hope it comes out and hope it fails. I guess I don't care anymore.
Well, like here's another thing. It's like that's no way to treat your audience.
No,
pretty much.
It isn't.
It isn't. It's like this is probably going to be the episode image of I don't like anal, but you got an ass, don't you? It's like no,
freaking that's such a most backhanded comment.
Yeah,
like they didn't say that exactly. They said, "Oh, oh, we don't want this game," but they're like, "Yeah, but you have a phone." But it's like, but that's not what we're saying.
I have a Note 8. Okay, guess how much the Note 8 costs in Canada?
A lot.
Over $1,000 new.
I mean, you want a new computer other than that tablet?
Yeah, I would rather have a new computer than a massive tablet. How much do you think an S9 costs? Let's go look, shall we? Let's go on Amazon.ca.
Are we gonna hit down payment on car level soon?
You know what? Like that's the thing. It's like these people are like it's such an American centric thing where they're like, well, like you got a phone, don't you? And it's like that's not the point.
I was like, asshole, you're not listening.
Yeah. It's like I don't understand like what I have to say in order to make you understand. So guess how much Note 9 is?
It's gonna be $2,500.
$1,139.95.
So close.
Yeah. An iPhone XS is about iPhone XS.
I'll bet $1.
Yeah. Like it's just annoying. Like okay, so an iPhone XS goes from 1519 and 1379. So it's like you're sitting there saying like, and then they sit there and like, well, don't you have phones? It's like, yeah, not everyone has $800 lying around.
Yeah, I mean, I do.
Yeah,
but that's beside. I don't disagree with you because it's like I myself can afford enough stuff at this point that I can get away with it. But I don't see the point in me playing Diablo on a tablet when I could legit just turn around, go buy, I don't know, like fucking like an Xbox or pick it up on a PC and play it on there when it's way better there.
Yeah, I agree. I feel super bad that I'm not participating in Extra Life, by the way. That's because I'm a poor ass college student. I don't feel like going to Extra Life and booking out the days.
Yeah, I mean, if we ever get the office, we could probably pull that off.
That would be hilarious.
Because we just
It's
order
like-
pizza, make sure the bathroom's super close to where we're playing, so we have the flushing of the toilet audible in the fucking room.
God,
What's gonna happen is like what would happen is eventually like Allan would just like feel obligated to show up. So Allan would show up like right before the end,
Exactly. It's the
all
secret character that comes out.
smiling and
It's the secret character comes out of nowhere, and we're all just disheveled and like freaking sleep deprived, and we're like, "Oh, hey, how's it? Oh, what's her name again? Right, Allan. Right."
I had the best, but yeah, like I'm just tired of this bullshit. I wanted to stop, but I think Extra Life should continue on, and I really like the way that going to a positive thing. I think that Extra Life is a very good thing, much better than Diablo. So if you have money, instead of buying an $800 device, you should donate it to some sick kids.
Should.
yep.
Yeah, donate it to some sick kids. They need it more.
Don't do it through YouTube, by the way.
Don't do it through YouTube, because YouTube's a bunch of fucks.
YouTube's bad.
YouTube's
Very bad. And in fact, don't donate anything through football either, because they're evil as shits.
What are you talking about?
What was it? A while ago, the football had like the breast cancer foundation. If you buy certain products, they'll donate whatever to the foundation. And it turns out people did their research and trying to figure out where that money went. And it turns out only like 8% of the money went to the research. Everything else had to get paid to everyone else. So it's like, even so, this fraction of amount you got from these sales, only a fraction of that fraction went to the actual people that deserved it. Like, holy shit.
Okay, I'm going to say something and you're going to be very surprised by me saying this.
What?
Or you're not going to be very surprised by me saying this. My personal opinion on the Breast Cancer Foundation is that they're personally...
Not very good.
No. Like, they make more money in preventing the disease than anything else.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
So it's like, to me, it's like very ambivalent to like even want to support them. It's a noble cause. I'll give them that. But like the fact of the matter is that like I would rather do something like Movember.
Exactly.
You grow a mustache, even though I can't grow a mustache.
Or no Fap November.
You mean No Nut November, which I feel on a semi-regular basis?
Exactly.
That's such... okay, so I saw the muscle dude make a video about it, because he's like, some big fucks came up with the idea of No Nut November. What the fuck are you doing? You don't get to choose when I get to nut. He's like, it's the big... I gotta find that fucking Twitter post.
No Nut November. Is this like the Tide Pod Challenge?
You know what? Sure.
Challenge muscle dude.
Oops, I failed.
This
Time to
challenge.
Oh, that fucking loser.
That guy was so funny.
Jeez.
But-
I really
Oh,
wonder.
I think I found it.
Hang on, link
I really, I really wonder if it's a character
Yep.
or that's him.
Yeah, this is the guy I'm talking about, because he shits on it really fucking hard, Robert Frank. He actually has a video where it's just like, No Nut November is such a dumb thing.
It's so weird. He's so buff. It looks like it looks like his head is twisted 180, and I'm looking at his back. That's what it feels like to me. Like he's so buff that it looks like I'm looking at his back. Like it's actually really weird. Or maybe with the beard, it makes it look like he's like decapitated.
It's so great.
Yes. Yeah. That just improved my day.
Big ass motherfuckers. Did he sped himself up? Because it looks like he sped himself up.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
I mean, that voice is kind of hard, Josh.
He's actually like, and this thing is like, he actually like, he's not even like saying anything wrong because it is a really fucking dumb idea. Because like I heard about it like the second day, like I heard it yesterday. That's when I heard about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, what the fuck is wrong with this? Is such a stupid idea. It's celibacy for no reason. Just like, oh my god.
Have you heard of No Fat November, Allan?
I've heard of that. And the thing is the No Fat November thing is a bit of a joke because like it's no, you can still go out and have sex, you can still go bust a nut and like all that fun stuff, but you can't fat to porn. And that was the big thing about it was like no, if you want to bust a nut, go out and get laid. That was the rule.
Yeah.
And it made it more of a challenge to be like no, I want to get laid. I want to release. I want that trigger squeezed and a launch of power from my hips. That's what I want, and I'm gonna get a lady to do it, or a man, depending on how you swing.
Or a fox.
Hang yourself, Josh.
No.
Hang yourself.
Please,
let me get this news. Hold on. All right. That's so great.
But the thing is, but that's the thing. That's the thing, though, is like,
I have a coworker who's doing it right now. I've mocked him so many times. It's pretty fun.
you should just turn on porn in front of him.
I should. But that would be illegal.
And then he goes, I'm not into this. I'm not into this at all. Stop that. Oh, hold on. Let me find something else. How about this one? No, I'm not. Again. Well, anything I got left is this furry porn.
I did show him Apple computers, and he did look like he was trying to prevent something from happening inside his pants. I mean, I didn't know he was like that kind of person who got off on like computers, but like, man. And then I found a like nuded version of like an RX 2080, and like literally you had to go to the bathroom. It was pretty funny.
Yep.
Guys, the new Apple event happened, and it's disappointing as always.
Yeah.
Yep.
The MacBook Air lost all of its USB ports and gained Touch ID. Claimed to be the greenest MacBook, Apple continues to show ineptitude when it comes to consumers by forcing them to buy a dongle. So the exact opposite problem of the Surface laptop,
Yep.
which has a really good keyboard and mini DisplayPort, and that's the only thing that that's the only complaint that actually everyone has is like they also put in the newest keyboard, which is like, why? Like everyone just hates that keyboard.
Yeah, I never really got the new keyboard set up for that. I'm just like, but why though?
It feels mushy.
It feels mushy, and it doesn't make sense.
It's not like a mechanical keyboard where it's like at a certain point you're just like, oh, like I understand this and stuff like that. Like you're talking to the guy who has a mechanical key on his Switch on like his keychain, and you can hear it go. Right? So it's like, I like mechanical keyboards and stuff like that. That just seems like a dumb idea. And I don't understand why they just didn't fix it. The Mac Mini has a 2 terabyte and 64 gigs of RAM. Why would anyone buy one of these? I don't know. I really don't know. The iPad Pro got announced. It has thin bezels, but Apple claims it's edge to edge. Okay, I'm gonna say something very clean about this.
One big ass screen and one big ass box.
No, if you're going to say your device is edge-to-edge display, maybe actually make it edge-to-edge display and don't have 0.97 millimeters of fucking space between your screen. A Samsung Note 8 is edge-to-edge. A Samsung S9 is edge-to-edge display because the entire front of the screen, other than the two top bars, are edge-to-edge. Yeah, I'm done. That was all I was going to say.
And
That just annoyed me. That annoyed me to no shit. It has Type-C and it has facial recognition, no home button, because Apple's a bunch of dicks. All in all, the Surface is still a better value if you're actually thinking about picking this up.
Yep.
No surprise there. If you're actually thinking about picking up an iPad Pro, I implore you to get the 10.5 inch because it seems like the best one. And it's like slightly cheaper than a Surface. And that would actually make sense because for some people, they really enjoy the drawing on the pencil. Calling Apple's products a disappointment in terms of product design is an understatement. It's very unnecessary innovation this time around, it seems like.
When has Apple's innovation ever actually been necessary?
I mean, let me be honest with you in 2 words. I think the 6 and this was still the best phone.
2 words, a sentence.
Okay, but like,
I get what you mean.
Yeah, like I think that like the iPhone as a product up until the 7 was fantastic, and the innovation made sense year over year. Like they could have continued with the 6 body style.
The thing is, what they needed to do was maintain practicality and not innovation for innovation's sake.
Yeah, and this is what they've been doing for the past like couple of years. Like this isn't like. I don't understand. Like they added Touch ID to the MacBook Air. Okay, smart idea. Why wasn't that on the computer sooner? Hey, you guys should put Face ID on the computer as well because that might be cool and stuff like that. But like sitting there and reinventing your entire keyboard and it's worse. That's innovation for innovation's sake. That's not innovation for consumers. That's innovation so that we can get it a little bit thinner. Yeah. Placing all your USB ports with Type-C ports, a port that not everyone has, is completely irrelevant and stupid. Yeah. Jesus Christ, Josh.
Line forms here.
Oh, God, that has to be the title, and that has to be the episode image. For people who don't know, basically it's a picture of the Diablo Immortal kiosks and stuff like that. And it's like, man.
And there's no one. So there's they set up a giant lineup so people can, line up and play the game. Of course, no one's there.
Yeah. Nobody wants to play this stupid thing. The iPad Pro. Some of this actually makes sense. I still think it should have Touch ID. That's my personal opinion. And I actually like the idea of them putting in a Type-C connector on it. Like, that's been needed for a while on their devices. I don't think it's better than a Surface. And I think that they're saying, oh, well, it's just as good as a Surface, as undercutting the Surface. They're missing the point of why the Surface was such a good, or the Surface Pro 3 was a really good device. Because let's not forget, Microsoft really didn't have a really good device up until the Surface Book 3 or Surface 3. Surface 3 was when they started kind of hitting their stride. And, like, it really shows. Like, yeah, I'm just, like, flabbergasted. I mean, it's like calling my Mustang a competitor to a tank.
Damn right it is.
It's like one of them has a gun on it that can fire like armored piercing rounds and go through a jet.
And also go through a mountain if it wants to.
Yeah. The other is fast. Okay. Anything else?
Fast. Yes. Actually, you know what's even funnier is there's a tank that might be faster than your sports car.
Yeah.
There is. And you know what's even funnier is technically Canada has had that tank for a while.
Okay. Fantastic.
I want to go fast. I want to go fast and have a gun. Germany, stop.
Right?
Germany,
Right.
no.
Germany, bad.
And then they
But
did
it's
it.
like-
And everybody was like, that actually works.
But it's like you can do stuff on the iPad Pro. But they're like, you can run Photoshop, actual Photoshop on your iPad Pro. And it's like, no.
I don't care.
No, you can't. No, you can't. Can I run Audition? Yes, absolutely. Okay. How do I get Audition on my iPad Pro? Oh, you downloaded it from the App Store. So not Audition. Audition made for this platform. Yeah. That's not Audition. Can I install an x64 program on this? No. I can't. But you said this is a Surface competitor. We lied. Like, what? Really? Like, I'm just annoyed. I mean, at least I can laugh at the Diablo thing. At least I can laugh at the Diablo thing. Anything else going on, guys?
What else was there?
Oh, I played a franchise I haven't played in for fucking ever.
Final
Disgaea.
Fantasy. Oh.
Disgaea.
Oh,
Yeah.
dear. Oh,
Fucking.
dear.
Why would you do that?
Because I was like, oh, I have Disgaea 5 on my PS4. Oh, fuck, I should play this. And I did. And oh, man, there's a lot of new shit they put in there. So much new shit. To the point that all I'm doing is leveling up my tower abilities just to see what the fuck each tower ability does. I'm like, oh man, what does this one do? I can capture people in my tower? Wait, what does this one do? I can move? What does this one do? I can release and not eat my turn? Ah!
Man, Josh, you have like a surprisingly exciting life now for like somebody who chills out at home and plays video games.
Josh should live stream. This would be like the most like entertaining live stream. Like I would just hop on just to watch him do this.
Freaking, it's gonna be so like boring because really my reactions coming out of me be going, oh, that's so cool, they added this and that, that's really neat, but in my head I'm going, ah! Dance party, you can move as a tower. Freaking doing the floss. Friggin' what else did they add to that game? Oh, also there's a fuck ton of like other, like these also still have the same old shit like from before, but apparently there's also like you can make your own item world map. You can share that with friends. You can like make it as bullshit as you want, or do like, oh, you want to just level up this stupid certain thing? Sure, I'll make a map that's so bullshit that you can just go right through it and be easy. And also like what else? Oh, there's overlord abilities now that each character, like depending on which character is an overlord, they can just pop this ability and to get super buffed. And for like a certain amount of turns or to get giant or whatever. Man, there's a lot of mechanics in this game that makes me go like, this is almost maybe not quite to the level of freaking Divinity, but I feel like in a few more years it can get there. Of like, there's so many mechanics that you don't know what's going on. Of like, why did this happen? I think it's because the friendship between these two characters didn't like each other. What? What does that happen? Oh, it happens like 2 hours in the game. What?
Why? What? This game doesn't make sense. Too bad.
Pretty much.
So sad thing, human being talking. I kind of want to get this stupid Disgaea working on PC, but I also don't.
I actually highly recommend you don't get Disgaea 5 on PC because they actively.
I have Disgaea 1 on PC.
That's fine. That's fine. That's actually not bad of it. Like it's the first game. Like I would say, it's doesn't have as many features as the fifth one because of course it doesn't. But if you just want to typical anime strategy RPG game, fine. It's pretty good. It's actually really nice. It's just a bit of a grind to go through the stuff, and there's actually multiple story endings. But I think if you want to get them all, it's going to be a good like it's going to be one of those early 20-hour game type of things where people equate hours playing it to being very good. So it's you're going to have a decent time with that. But the one thing I want to say is Disgaea 5, they actively removed features from Disgaea 5 on PC, and they didn't remove on the Switch version, which you think, maybe the Switch, because it's smaller or whatever, they'll have to remove one or two things. Not same thing as PS4 version. It's just it's just on the Switch, and it's like, oh, okay. And then you go to the PC version and realize, oh, they took out a lot of not a lot of shit, but they took out some shit. It's like, did you guys not have any PC programmers at all?
No, they don't.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
They don't at all. So it's like, I don't think I want this on PC anymore. Like, freaking, I need to look up the list of what features they took away. But it's like, if you can have it on freaking, across multiple platforms for different consoles, what the fuck happened on PC? It's like, Jesus.
I mean, I don't know what to really say. But
I guess programming on PC is hard.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But do you think a company like Atlas can figure that shit out?
I mean, Allan, I program on PC. It's not that hard. It's very easy. It's just you just learn C#. It's fine. It's fine.
Just learn C# and you're perfectly good.
Pretty much.
I think that's a podcast.
I think it is too. I'm busy now going.
We're all kind of rambling now about things. That
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just bitter about life.
Who isn't?
I mean, I find it. I mean, we simultaneously live in the best timeline and the worst timeline at the same time.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all.
You don't think that we live in the best timeline and the worst timeline of all?
No, because if we lived in if they were both a simultaneous thing, we'd actually have a reason to go. Right now we're kind of in a pretty meh timeline. We're actually like in a pretty good timeline for the most part, in my opinion, because we aren't at nuclear war. We aren't fighting with Russia. We're having the worst thing that's going on in the world is the fact that Saudi Arabia still exists.
Yep.
I mean, it was so great when they had such wonderful decorations, Allan. Didn't you hear? They actually used human beings for their decorations for Halloween.
We're not going to talk about this.
No, of course not. We're not.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to the Black Mind Podcast. Hear us every week.
On Thursday. blackmindgames.podbean.com. You can also listen to us on YouTube and your podcasting app of choice because you're awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Good night.
Thank you guys for listening. Hope to see you again soon. And yeah.
Bye.
Uh-oh.
Bye.
Uh-oh. Can't stop. Can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. It's not every day November. Your man, you'd be so drained, and your penis would probably hurt, and you'd be like, I can't do this anymore. Oh, fuck. Oh, too bad I couldn't squeeze in there my hot dog feels like it's been on a rotisserie for too long. I don't know. College, I guess.